Testing, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. Everything looks good. I don't know what to do with this. Maybe that's a bit distracting. Got a bit of like a candle-y glow on the corner there using this light. I'll leave it there. It's fine. Hello. You're very early to the stream. You must have got a notification. Is everything working? I'm starting to get the hang of streaming now. I'm getting into the rhythm. Mic's not muted, which is good. Yesterday's stream, the mic was muted for like the first couple of minutes until someone mentioned that it was muted. But yeah, it's been a productive few streams. Oh, you saw in your recommended. Nice. The YouTube algorithm being nice to me for once. We got a Pro Shop Cube. Today we're going to open it up and we're going to do some solves. This is the Pro Shop GAN 11 Pro. I've tried it already. But it's going to be cool to do some solves. Because I haven't tried this cube in a while. But yesterday we got all these lubes in the background. We got like 99% of them. As well as you can probably see on that table in the background all those syringes. So we got, I think it was 20 lubes in total yesterday in the cubicle package, which is cool. Cool. Yeah. Other than that, we also got a few cubes. I don't know if you were in the stream yesterday, but the main cube that I'm particularly interested in is this one. So this is the RS3M 2022, just the standard version. But it's really good. I tested the FZ lubes in it, and it's actually impressive. I like it. 20. Yeah, so it was, quite a few lubes, yeah. So now we have every lube on the cubicle. Did you get the GAN Pro? I unfortunately didn't. And the main reason was because I ordered the package before those cubes even released. But the package took quite a while to get here because I chose the cheaper economy shipping, which I later regretted. But yeah, maybe if I stick this is also magnetic as well. So I can just like stick it onto anything magnetic and it just stays there, which is pretty neat. If I can find like a good spot to put it on. No. Maybe like... I'll leave it here for now. But yeah, I heard the GAN Pros are really good as well, which is unfortunate because I don't like to miss out on good cubes, but maybe there? Nope. Does that make a difference? Nope. I think I'll just leave it down here. Yeah, that'll be fine. But yeah, I think I've messed with some settings on the camera. Am I in sync with my voice? Or is my mouth trailing? As in, like, is the audio synced with the video? I might be a bit underexposed, actually. I'm not too sure. But yeah, so we got not GAN. Why do I keep saying GAN? Pro Shop GAN 11 M Pro. This is episode 3 of the Cube With Me series. Episode 1 was with the Tornado V3 UV Pioneer. Episode 2, Chi Emperor. Surprisingly, actually I won't spoil it, you guys can go back and check. But the Chi Emperor, I was actually fairly consistent on it, which was nice. I didn't expect that, given it's $10. We also now have every speed cube that's $10 or less. So there's like 10 $10 speed cubes currently in the market that you can buy. And we got them all. So now we've got a few videos we need to make. So it's going to be something like we tried every budget speed cube or something. And the requirements were that it had to be $10 or less, and it had to be magnetic. So we got a bunch of those. Which is why we got this RS3M Super. Another thing I want to do with this RS3M Super is I want to make a YoCube out of it. YoCube Eco V2. So I'm going to set it up with a Yo setup. And then we have a video coming out. So this week, every day this week, and other than Sunday, is going to be a new premium GAN 11. And then next week, each day, it's going to be a new YoCube. So there's 5 YoCubes. And so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, next week, we're going to be trying a different YoCube. So that's pretty hype. But yeah, lots to do. Lots to edit as well. Hopefully I can get a lot of videos out soon. But yeah, let's get into the cube. And then hopefully some people might tune in afterwards. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Let's go to... Is the music alright, by the way, or is it too quiet or too loud? Back to the unboxing angle. I probably should move this camera a bit and maybe punch in a tiny bit, I guess. Music is perfect, actually. Cool. So, ProShop GAN 11. Pretty interesting release. Although it's been a very long time. Cube stand. Cube card. Cube. Okay, I'll leave this to one side. The cube bags are really nice as well. Oh, nice like felt. Very nice. The cube. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I did it upside down. Let's try that again. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Okay, so the cube bag does look sick. I agree. I don't know where the other cube bags are, but yeah, the cube bags from the premium cubes are really good. Okay, first turns. Well, technically not first turns, but ooh, it's gone a bit gummy now. I left it for a while. It's gone a bit gummy. It's gonna need some braking. Yeah, it's gone really slow now. But UV edition, this is just the regular GAN 11, but it looks shiny because I've done so many solves on it. Because what we're doing now is we've signed a contract with the cubicle, and so basically whenever we want, we just ask the cubicle. Wait. Oh, music. Okay, interesting. So like whenever we want to get a premium setup, the cubicle sends us the formula that is used to make the premium cube. So they told us the exact instructions of how to make all the premium GAN 11s. So now we're just replicating them. But I'm not allowed to tell you how much of each lube was used. I'm allowed to tell you what lubes were put in, because that's something that's public on the website. So in this cube, whilst I break it in, because it's going to need a bit of breaking, as premium cubes usually need. but it contains cubicle weight 4 in the core, and then on the pieces it's got weight 4, speedy, and DNM. But it feels very lubed. It's good. Let's head over to CS Timer. Now let's open CS Timer. This was my previous session. Let's head into a new session, which we're going to call Cube With Me number 3. Pro Shop. GAN 11. There we go. Alright. How does the cubicle decide the optimal amount of lube to use? Oh, okay. It's kind of just... Oh, wrong cube. It's kind of just intuitive. So they experiment with the cubes once they come out. And Ro Hessler, who's in charge of doing the premium line of cubes, he's very experienced. So like he'll try a cube and know very easily, yep, this is going to need this much of each lube. Because what they're trying to replicate is a feel. So Mystic has a very distinct feel. Pro Shop has a very distinct feel. With Pro Shop, this cube right now has just like a standard silicon setup. So this is like this, what I would consider to be the safest option to buy. If you like want to get into the premium cube market, this is like the safest option. Simply because it's not too fast, it's controllable, it's just silicon really. But it's good, I like it. It's controllable enough. It's still gonna need a bit of braking, a few solves, just to get that silicon moving. But yeah, he's very experienced, so he knows what he's doing. But yeah, let's do some solves. The solve of the session is always a bit shaky. Oof, that was bad. Ew. Ew, okay. Shaky start, as expected. Pretty nice feeling cube though. Ooh. Free pair, don't mind if I do. You need to inspect more. Yeah, that's very true. I've noticed like I barely even hit like the 8-second mark and then I just destroy my cross. And we'll try one now. I'll try and get as close as I can to the 12-second mark. Almost did the wrong oil. Alright, slightly better. Use unlimited inspection and always plan your full cross. That's something I do need to do actually. Let's drag this down. There we go. Okay. Whoa. Better. Better. It's gonna take a while to get the lube going though. And that's alright. I don't know that G-perm yet. Decent. Again, I used very little inspection there, which is bad. Not sure what's going on here. Ah, right, okay. This needs to go like that. And then this, if I can get it, there we go. Needs to go like that, yeah. Like, another one. What's your WCID? I actually don't know off the top of my head. It is... I'll paste it into chat. Tis my ID. Nope. Not the best of starts, but I can make this work. Whoa. Nice profile. Only 2 comps. I thought you went to a lot. Yeah. We did plan on going to more comps, but we've been pretty busy, to be honest. Ooh, okay. It's picking up a bit. It's picking up a bit. This looks like a nice cross, but I don't know how to preserve this pair here. Nope. Another wiper. Okay, I need to focus up. Ooh, okay. Decent, decent. 2 solves away from an average of 12. Quick maths. No. That was bad. By the way, I got 1.12 average of 5 in school today, which is really good for me because I usually do poorly at school. Cool. What was that in? 2x2? 3x3? If it was 3x3, whoa. Probably 2x2. That's still really good. 1.12 in 2x2 is impressive. What do you get at home then usually? Nope. Mega pause. Solid. Ooh, we got an average of 12. Let's update the screen. Average of 12 reveal. Boom. Yeah, we'll leave that in there. Boom. Interesting. So, what have we got to work with here? 1568. Decent. I kind of want to hit sub 15 at some point. I feel like that one was a bit slow because I was kind of just waking up the cube. Hello. So we're just doing some solves in the Pro Shop GAN 11 Pro. We're going to be trying a new premium GAN 11 Pro each day this week. Other than Sunday. Yeah, the cube's woken up now. The cube has woken up. You can roll this. I'm not sure what that means exactly. I feel like I knew that well. Another sub. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, the cube took a while to wake up there, but it's up. This one's not too good. I might do yellow. I'm gonna have to react quick though. Yeah, I'm doing yellow. Committed. I want to become color neutral at some point as well. I just don't know when. Ooh, okay. That's a decent solve for yellow cross for me. Usually when I change cross last minute and go yellow cross, it's usually really bad. But that was a decent solve for me. Any tips for sub 20? I'm sub 22 with beginner. Wow, that is fast for beginner's method. My advice would be to learn CFOP. You're temporarily going to be slower by like maybe 10-20 seconds, and that's fine. But you can't get that much faster with beginner's method. You have to learn CFOP, I think. Yeah, don't use beginner. I agree. I think you've hit your limit on beginner's method. I think it's now the best time to switch to like an intermediate/advanced method. And probably ditching timed solves for a while. just do some untimed solves, learning this new method. This looks like another good scramble as well, but I don't know how to preserve pairs. Ooh, hemp slices feel really nice. Like that gummy controlliness, new word. Okay, stay calm. Okay, I've picked. Whoa, my average of 12s just dropped drastically. 1439. What was my best? Okay, so this might be a bit of a spoiler, but I'm gonna go back to Ooh, do I? Oh, I can actually check sessions here. Any name. So if I go to my yesterday's session, which was, where are we? GAN Pro. Was that yesterday's session? You can kind of see in the bottom right, but I feel like this. Yeah, this was it. So my best average of 12 was a 1439. Yeah, I'm right on it right now. I am on it. Exactly, yeah. How do I get rid of this now? There we go. And then if I hit that again. Yeah, that's a pretty neat tool for me there. Okay, agreed. My PB with beginner is like 1362. That is solid. That is a very fast beginner's method time. Not sure how you're doing so many steps in beginner's method in 13 seconds, but impressive. Yeah, straight into the next solve. Nope, this isn't it. Ew. Ew, 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 ew. $13.68. Okay, it's kind of all over the place at the moment. This cube, I'm not too sure what to think about it, I'll be honest. Still feels on the gummier side. Okay. I can say one thing for certain, and that is I'm getting faster and more consistent solves on this cube than my previous main. So I think the GAN 11M Pro with this setup is doing good for me right now. I am getting some catches. Maybe it's because I'm not used to this cube. Could be a skill issue, not too sure. What's your favorite 3x3? Tricky question. I don't know why I hit spacebar there. Probably one of the premium GAN 11s. I won't say which one. That'll be for the video coming up. I hate that GPAM. Yours is the WRM V9 ball core unmaglev. I didn't realize that was a thing. The naming scheme is a bit weird in my opinion. And it's a bit confusing. Like ball core to me, this maybe, I don't know. But ball core sounds a bit weird. It's just core magnets, right? But for some reason ball core just sounds odd. I haven't tried a lot of the new Moyu releases. We do plan on not very soon, but in the near future, we do plan on getting all those new Moyu releases. Okay. This is really odd. Maybe it's because I've been doing a lot of solves recently. So I've been doing 100 solves a day for the last few days now. Because I'm doing like an average of 100 for each of the Cube With Me episodes. It might be that, but I'm sensing some improvement. Could be the cube though. Hey yo. I'm like somehow like 2 whole seconds faster than I was yesterday. That is not normal. Sheesh. Holy. 3 13s in a row and a 14. Hey yo. My best average of 12 a few days ago was 14:39. I'm closing. Oh no wait, I've beaten it by like a chunk. My best average of 25, which I shall now reveal. Because now I've got a 25 average. Boom. Average of 25 currently is 1440. My best average of 25 last time was a 1471. So I've already beaten it. Hello, Ayush. But I'm on good form right now. I'm on very solid form right now. Let's go to like my main session, which I've done 2000 solves in. My best average of 25 is a 1408. That's what we're aiming for today. A 12-second average of... Wow. Okay, so I'm aiming for big goals right now. This cube is speeding up every solve, and it's getting back to the speed you'd expect it to be. Not the best VPerm execution there, but 15. Your PB average of 25 is 1297. Wow. That's pretty good. That's pretty decent. I haven't broken many PBs recently. I actually haven't broken any PBs recently. Because come to think of it. My plan is to set up all the cubes now that I have all these loops. Is to go back and set up all my mains and start grinding, especially 2x2. I want to get good at 2x2. Nope. It's gone downhill. It's gone downhill. Hello, where are you from? We are from the United Kingdom. We are British. So right now the time for us is 5:37 p.m. Strange execution there, but we'll go with it. The M slices, I can vouch for the M slices on this cube, especially with the lube. It just feels a lot more buttery, a bit more smooth. Was that a +2? Did I stop the timer there a bit too early? I'm actually not too sure. Oh, I've messed up, haven't I? I'll just roll with it. But I'm usually quite strict with +2s and DNFs. So yeah. I don't know that PLL, panic. Decent, but not the best. What's your PB? My PB is a sub 10. But it's on a session where the CS timer reset, so I actually can't go back and check. It's a 9-second solve. I got it a very long time ago, and I haven't beaten it since. Although yesterday, oh no, it wasn't yesterday, it was earlier, I got a 10.03. And if I was just slightly faster, that would have been a sub 10, and that would have been like the solve. That would have been like the best solve that I did in several months. But it was very sad. Hello, how are you doing? Hello, Cubing Tube. Long time no see. I'm doing alright. I'm doing good. So yesterday we did a mega unboxing, and now we're just trying out some premium cubes. I'm currently learning advanced F12. I know about 30 cases. Ooh, that sounds technical. Advanced F12. So like F12 algorithms. That's interesting. I feel like a lot of them can be done intuitively. Although I'm not an expert, so... Ooh, okay. Okie dokie. Interesting. Are you doing a stream for each premium setup? Correct. I've scheduled the streams up. And yeah, I'm gonna do some solves on each one. Because I need some B-roll So naturally I might as well just stream as well whilst I'm collecting the B-roll. Two birds, one stone, you know what I mean? You probably know what it's like being the YouTuber of the chat, where like you need to collect footage to fill in the gaps in like a review video or like an unboxing. And so I'm gonna use these solves probably, and then I also need to record some like aesthetic B-roll. Do you know Rue? I do not, unfortunately. But yeah, I record these streams whilst I'm streaming, so I've got all the camera angles recording at the same time. It's pretty cool, but it took me a while to figure out how to do that. Big pause, holy. At the end of each stream, I check the footage, and last stream, yesterday's stream, I streamed for I think an hour and a half, and it was like over 100 gigs of footage. Because I record the stream and then each of the angles separately. So that's 3 videos. Yeah, I agree. Having solve footage is pretty useful, just to fill in the gaps in the video. Your B-roll is usually pretty good though, with that like MKBHD style like desk setup you got going on. I need to use more inspection time. I need to take my time. Almost thought I corner twisted there. Oof. Not the best solve. I'm being a bit too aggressive, I think. I need to calm down. And it also gives a viewer POV of how the cube forms during solves. True. Like, I feel like a lot of cube reviews / unboxings don't include solves, which is kind of bad. Because you want to see how the cube turns. Nope. Okay, I'm falling off a bit. I'm not gonna lie. I am falling off a bit here. 10 solves away from an average of 50. I need a cube cover, I feel like. Just so I can put the cube aside and take a break. When I need to. I used to use a cube box. Like the GAN 11M Pro box is like a cover. I should probably get one of those like comp style covers. Cringe. Okay, decent. Average 22 seconds. Guess how long I've been cubing for? When I hit 22 seconds, I had been cubing for about a year and a half, probably. Maybe 2 years. But that was kind of like on and off. I'm not too sure. How long have you been cubing for? I mean, it varies from person to person, really. Depends on how much practice you do. 5 months, wow. That's some good progression. You made some good progress. No, I knew that OLL. I'm still using Tooluk OLL. And there's a few cases I know, because they're like the really easy ones. But I knew that one. And for some reason I went straight into that like through rough alg to force it into like a 2-luck alg. PB is 1568. That's impressive for someone who's only cubed for 5 months. Pretty good. Oh no, is this gonna be the first DNF of the session? It looks like it. Yep. Oh. That is a DNF. That is very sad. Let's solve the cube. And it was on a V-perm. You just got a new subscriber. Thank you very much. A lot of content on the way actually, so thank you for the sub. Hopefully you stick around. You don't have to obviously, but yeah, the next few videos I'm pretty hyped about. I hope you guys are also hyped. But lots of stuff. I mentioned early in the stream, I'll mention it again in a bit. There's a lot of stuff coming up. I have no idea what I did there. I do not want to DNF twice in a row. So I'm just going to trudge on. Ew. Ew. So is this the first cube out of the 5 steps? Correct. So it's going to be Pro Shop, then Celeritas, then Angstrom, then Mystic, then Max. I want to get sponsored by the Cubicle. It's actually very straightforward, assuming you make content or you're very fast. But you just have to reach out to them. They read all their emails, and as long as it's thought out enough, you should be fine. What was that? Oh no, I just butchered a very straightforward URL. My name is Top Cuba. Ooh. I'll look into your channel. Actually, I could look into it now. Top Cuba. At Top Cuba. It doesn't have any videos. Oh no, wait. It might be case sensitive. At Top Cuba? And then filter by channels? Yeah, the one here doesn't have any videos. You should probably get into some videos. But yeah, the plan, as I was saying earlier, for Cubing Tube, so that was the order of the cubes, but next week is where things get a bit more interesting, because we're going to be trying out every Yo Cube. So there's 5 Yo Cubes, we're going to be trying out a new one each weekday. No. So we have a lot of interesting videos coming out soon. We have the Cubicle unboxing from yesterday. Is going to be edited down into a video. We then have the We Tried Every Premium GAN 11, which we're currently working on. We Tried Every Yo Cube, which we're going to start next week. We Tried Every Budget Speed Cube, which is almost... We're basically going to work on that soon as well. Because we've got every magnetic speed cube under $10. And so we're going to be comparing them all. Hold up. V-Perm, my revenge, and a 13 solve. Ooh, nice. I didn't realize there were that many. The Yo Cubes. Yeah, so There's the YoCube Original. Then there's the Eco and Deluxe V1 and V2. The V1s have all been discontinued, but we're going to be trying out the setups. Anyway, just for completion purposes. But it's the V2s that I'm mainly interested in, using the RS3M Super and the Tornado V3. No. Oh, the cube's starting to feel quite crunchy now. Can you check out again Top Cuber photo of JPAM? I'll check it out in a bit. Ah, cool. I was wondering if you were going to do that. I have the Yo Eco V1 and I like it a lot. Is that the one that was the RS3M? Because I can assume that would actually be really good. So I would definitely try that out. Interesting. I'm getting some decent solves. At one point you're gonna have to make a video called "We Tried Every Cube." True, true. We actually were gonna do a video called "We Tried Every GAN Cube" a while ago, but then Tingman made one, so we thought there's no point making an exact version of what he's already done, and we haven't got the GAN 14 anymore, but that was on the cards potentially. I need good posture. I've got that like gamer posture. I need to sit up straight. Oh wow, I hate when that happens. Yeah, I averaged 20 seconds on CFOP. That's pretty good. Decent. Still room for growth, but still decent. Yeah, sometimes it's annoying when you like have a thought of a video and then someone else does it like slightly before you. I mean, it's obviously not their fault. You just both came to the same conclusion of this video would be good. Happens a lot. We had the idea of trying every premium speed cube before Cad the Cuber made his, when he did his RS3M one. So that was just like, it's an idea we had a while ago, we just never executed it. Ew. But yeah, so we have a Discord server with just me and Moen, and so we just dump video ideas in it, and I started it in either 2020 or 2021, so it's been 2-3 years now. But yeah, that's our technique. We just write down everything we come up with. I've lost track of this solve. That's actually pretty interesting, because imagine how it would have turned out if you posted it first. His channel blew up because of those vids. I don't think... Nah, it's not really about being first to something. It's about being the best at something. Like, I see a lot of these videos on, like, brand new cube, everything you need to know kind of videos. Which, sure, they're the first, which is why they get views. But by taking a bit more time, you can probably refine them a bit more. Oof, I messed that one up. And I also think it wasn't the RS3M video that blew him up. Because I had a chat with Cad the Cuber for the podcast, which is coming out next week. And he mentioned it was a lot of the main factor which blew him up was the collab he did with Cubehead. But yeah, I think that's what happened. I can't remember which one came first though. The Cubehead collab or the premium RS3Ms. It was a good chat with Cad the Cuber. That will be coming out soon. I have a podcast coming out tomorrow. And then I'm going to go weekly from there. So the momentum is truly in full swing. Oh, we've had an average of 50 for a while now. Let's scroll this down. And there we go. There's our average of 50. A time of 15:37. The best one being 15:26. Nope. That was not the most efficient way to do that. And nope, I am falling off. I am falling off with this cube. The cube is a bit more consistent now. When I started off this average, the cube was very gummy, which you'd expect from premium cubes. And obviously when the loop sits for a while, it goes a bit gummy. If you try and hit that sub 10 milestone, best of luck. I think you just need to grind more. I can almost guarantee that you probably don't do that many solves unless there's a comp coming up. Probably. That's what most people do. Is like, they don't grind, and then when there's a comp coming up, they kind of like start grinding. That probably is what the case is here. I might be wrong. And I feel like a lot of YouTubers just cube for the content. Like the content's the main driving factor for cubing and practicing, and it's very difficult to balance making content and practicing cubing. Decent solve, 1398. Didn't quite sink in there. Ooh, that is the best solve of the session. I think I have to work on F12 look ahead. Yeah, it's definitely hard to balance it all. I agree. Which is why I'm doing these streams, because I'm like, why not do content and practicing at the same time? Yeah, I probably need to. I probably need to. I used to grind a lot, but then kind of lost interest in practicing because I was getting nowhere. Yeah, that happens to the best of us. We kind of like stagnate and it kind of throws us off. I'll join the live stream with my other account. Hello, Top Kuba. Let's check out the channel now. Oh, it's in all caps. Okay. I think I was looking at the wrong Top Cuba. Ah, yep. YouTube Shorts. Doing some PLL algs. Decent. Okay. It's a good start. It's a good start. The thing about YouTube Shorts though, and I've spoken to Jules about this a while ago, but it's very hard to sponsor someone based purely off YouTube Shorts because it's very difficult to gauge engagement, because you can get like 1 million views on a YouTube Short and it might not get that many comments or like that many like engagements. Do you know what I mean? Whoa, calm down, calm down. That was a rough solve. I don't stream that much. I used to do it on YouTube all the time, but then YouTube started to disable my live chat. That's odd. That used to happen to us, but with YouTube videos. So the YouTube comments used to get disabled. And I think it was because Mo had like a baby voice. Like he sounded like a kid. And now he's got like a deeper voice. So for some reason they've stopped doing it. In your situation, it might be that YouTube's flagging you as like a child or something. Or it might be something like... I actually don't know, actually. What? So it like disables the chat midway through a stream. That's odd. I'm working on my first video and I'm editing it. Oh, okay. Good luck. I'll look forward to it. Wait, what? Rip solve? Rip solve. Oof, that would have been a decent solve as well. I find it difficult now to get used to new cubes, I've noticed. Like now that I've been trying so many of like the Moyu stuff and the Chi budget cubes, I'm finding it kind of difficult to adjust to these GAN cubes now. Okay, we are 5 solves away from an average of 69. Ooh, love chat. I'm working on my first... Yep, I read that. I agree. I'm sort of beginning to use shorts just to put small sections of my videos out there. Yeah, I like that strat. The strat of like using shorts to advertise some of your longer form content. I like that. I don't see myself using it as my main form of content though. That's fair enough, to be honest. People have separate shorts channels, and that's like their strat, is to go shorts separately on a separate channel. That's kind of what we're going to do once I get into the momentum. My plan is to get momentum on long form content and then start batch recording short form. Like I'd batch record a week's worth of short form content and then slowly release them. But the annoying thing is like editing is super time consuming. Most people have editors. Like I'm pretty sure Soup Timmy has an editor, which is why he's able to get such a large volume out. Unless he edits them himself, which fair play to him. But then again, he's not really focusing as much on long form. He does the occasional long form video. Don't think I left him still here. Crazy Cubers. Did you join recently? You kind of just came out of nowhere. Just spawned into chat. Maybe you were lurking actually. A lot of people tend to like lurking in streams, which is fine. Just having it on in the background, that's a good strat. To those of you watching in the background, hello. Hope you're doing good. I need to focus up for this now. I want a solid average of 69. I think that was the wrong algorithm. My bad. 67. We're 2 away from an average of 69. Makes sense. Yeah, editing is real-time killer. Agreed. Yeah, and it drains a lot of your energy as well. Like sitting at a desk, kind of just like slowly cutting away at the footage. You kind of end up getting tired of seeing the footage after a while. And you kind of want to move on to something fresh, but you can't because you're stuck on that one video. I've definitely been there before. Nope. Nope. Oof, go random pop up on my screen. Let's get rid of that. And it's fun, but at a certain point it can get a little boring. True. I feel like, for me, the boring part is like the first cut of a video. Just removing like pauses and like awkward bits. That's the most boring bit because you have to look through the entire footage. Oh yeah, yeah, I remember you. I was just kind of surprised that you kind of just popped in out of nowhere. Oof, that could have been a lot better. I'm working on a vid and it took me about 3.5 to 4 hours just to trim and splice everything up. That, yeah, I can manage it. I can imagine it takes a lot of time. Back in the day, I also used to have to synchronize all the footage manually. Whoa. Because the software didn't have synchronizing in it, like, automatically. Nope. I was trying to be cool there. Messed up an F12 there. Bad. But yeah, it's the first cut that's super annoying. But once you've got the first cut and you leave it to rest for a while, and then come back to it later, you feel like re-energized. Like, yep, I've done the boring part. Let's get into like the more interesting part of editing, which is like adding the effects and stuff. At least that's how it is from my side, because that's like the creative part, which most people like to do, and not the tedious part. Decent, decent. This average is solid. Oh, we've got an average of 69. Let's reveal it. The average of 69 reveal. 1546. Pretty meh. You edited on your phone. I can... So, one thing I don't get about that is like, do you have to put all the footage onto your phone? Or was it already on your phone to begin with? Because I would imagine that you'd run out of storage space very fast, unless modern phones are just really good. Better, better. This is good. I just got a put off school. Or you just got out of school? Is that what you mean? Did a U3 in that. Not very proud of that. I used to record with my phone, but when I started the camera... Oh yeah, what is that camera? It looks like a very fancy camera. feel like you've mentioned it before, but it looks expensive. The reason why certain files, even 1080, can get pretty big is because of the frame rate. Right now I'm experimenting with 1080 50, which is a weird setup, but I feel like the higher frame rate works well with cubing because then you get less motion blur. The stream right now is in 30 FPS, but the video is recording in 50. Pretty complex setup, but I'm kind of working out, see what is best. A lot of our videos are done in a 25 FPS, which is also super weird, and in 30 FPS as well. It's kind of just messing around with frame rates. Decent. When I recorded on my phone, I used to use 4K. It's actually cheaper than most cameras nowadays. It's a Panasonic Lumix G7. I have a feeling that is what JR Cuba used to use. It's an older camera, but it's a very solid camera. So the face cam we're using right now is a Sony A6000. And then the top down, which I'm cubing on right now, is the Sony A6400. So both Sony. I like the autofocus on these cameras. Pretty good. The face cam doesn't have 4K though. I kind of just leave that for the webcam. I don't move that camera. It just stays planted on my desk. So I don't have to move that. But I use the A6400 for most things, like photography and stuff. Oh, JR Cuba recommended the camera. Yeah, I remember him mentioning it in one of his, like, setup videos. It's a good camera, though. Oof. I'm falling off a bit. I'm falling off. Let's grab some water. Yeah, I heard. So, JR Cuba used to use manual focus. Eventually, I would like to get into shooting Sony. Yeah, if you do, Sony has some good cameras nowadays. What's it called? The Sony ZV, either E10, ZV-E10 or ZV-1 or ZV-E1. I can't remember their naming scheme, but they're usually pretty good. Or just the used market in general. Like, we didn't get either of these cubes. Whoa. We didn't get either of these cameras brand new. We got them used. But they were in good enough condition that there basically is no difference. It's the lenses you have to be a bit more careful with, to make sure there's no, like, chips in the glass. The cameras are usually quite rugged. They last quite a long time. No, what am I doing? The thing about me as well is I'm the kind of person to spend a lot of time researching a product before buying it, just to make sure I've made the right investment. So I remember spending a very long time researching cameras because I wanted to get the best like value one and not like have that, what's it called, that regret that you get when you buy a product and you realize it's not the right one for you. +2. Almost done editing. Ooh. I would recommend as well, if you're not doing this already, is to make the thumbnail before you start editing. Or like have a thumbnail sketch before you start making the video. That's something not a lot of people do, and probably should. Okay, I think I'm starting to lose focus a bit. I need to focus in a bit. I'm gonna grind these next couple of solves and see if I can get a good average. And I'm not spending enough time on inspection again. I'm slipping back into my old ways. Better, but not brilliant. We are on solve number 84 now, and we have been streaming for 1 hour 18 minutes. So far 0 dropped frames, that's promising. Easily the worst solve I've ever done in my life. Yo! I don't think I started the timer. Or maybe I didn't hold the timer for long enough. Hey yo! DNF. Does that mean I skipped to the next scramble? I mean... Whoa! What happened there? Holy... I guess it's a DNF. That was a weird solve. Let's just pretend that never happened. I think I'm slowly reaching that point where I've done too many solves in a single session. This happens every time when I get close to like the end of an average of 100. I'd start falling off. Okay, well, I'm gonna head out. I'll tune in tomorrow. It was great chatting with you. Cool. Tomorrow is Celeritas, so I'll see you there. And stay tuned. Podcast tomorrow as well. So I'm pretty hyped about that. What's your OH average? My OH average is DNF. or perhaps D and S, because I don't have an OH average. Yeah. This mic was way too close to my face during that solve. Okay, cool. See ya. See ya, Cubing Tube. Everyone subscribe to Cubing Tube. Oof, I think I need some stretches. Oh, that's bad. Stiff back. Oh, I need to do some movement. Might take a mini break there and go to face cam angle. But yeah, as you can see, Exhibit A in this corner, I've got a bunch of lubes. Exhibit B in this corner, there's also a bunch of lubes. These are all like the syringes. So there's quite a lot. Like, whoa. But yeah, the plan is after this stream, I'm probably gonna head downstairs and take all the lubes with me. And me and Mo downstairs are gonna set up our cubes. And it's gonna be fun. Cool setup. Thank you very much. I decided to go for like a very wide angle lens with like a low f-stop. So if I bring a cube up real close, it focuses up really nicely, and then it gives that background blur, which is really nice. And then it focuses back. And then it also has like tracking autofocus, so it'll always focus on my face, which is also nice. But yeah, it's a nice setup, but also a very expensive setup, but it works. And it's a setup that I won't need to upgrade in a very long time. And I tend to like having future-proof equipment. What camera are you using? So this one here is a Sony a6400. No, it's not. It's a Sony a6000. The lens is a Sony 11mm f1.8. This camera here, for the unboxing angle, is the Sony a6400. So that one's like $400, $300. This one is about $600. But the lenses are actually more expensive than the cameras. But I didn't get the camera. I didn't get the cameras or the lenses at full price. Because that would have been way too expensive. But yeah, it's a nice setup. And then yeah, this one has like a lens that you can zoom in all the way and then zoom out to get that wide angle. I like it zoomed in a tiny bit like this. But it's a nice setup. Who's your favorite YouTuber? My favorite YouTuber right now, when they upload, it's JF Cubing. But given that they're kind of on a more casual schedule, right now I would say the Cuber I watch the most is Tingman. But back when Cubehead was more frequent, it was Cubehead or Cubeface. But they don't upload as much now, probably because they're working on that big project, which seems to be a website. It probably is a website, to be honest. Or like an app. I'm guessing it's an app that lets you battle other cubers. Or something that makes him content. Did you know that JPM has a secret channel called Shortcut? It's something I've seen, but given that it seems like it is a channel that of his, but he seems to want the divide. So it seems pretty annoying to me that there's a lot of people spamming on that channel, hello JPerm, or spamming on JPerm videos, hello Shortcut. That seems a bit disrespectful, because obviously it seems to me, given that he hasn't announced it, that he wants the two channels to be completely separate. So yeah, the arrows seem to lead to the fact that he has a channel called Shortcut, but it's not something he wants other people to know. Really? That's how it comes across. But yeah, okay. We are 87 solves into this average of 100. I think that was a reasonable little intermission. I think I'm ready now. I think I'm recharged. You gotta respect the man. He has been posting cubing content for 11 years. 11 years? Has it been that long? Surely not. Ooh, I'm proud of that solve. He needs a break. Fair enough. I mean, he's doing what he enjoys the most at the time. So if that's Mario Kart, then that's Mario Kart, you know? Eventually you end up getting burnt out making the same kind of content. This is a nice scramble, so I'm gonna stay quiet for this one. He's the reason I got into cubing. Fair enough. He does seem to be like the first cubing YouTuber a lot of people come across. Given that he does a lot of those like entry level type content. Like the tutorials and stuff. Whew, I have really fallen off. The cube's good. It's not mind-blowing, but it's decent. It's solid. Oh, sorry, it was 6, not 11 years. I thought 11 because 11 finger tricks in his first video. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, 11 years seems like a long time. And he seems to be one of the newer YouTubers in the general scale of cubing YouTube. Boom. And just like that, we got a 13. I need to do better than this though. I'm getting very like meh solves now. Ooh, AUF skip. That threw me off there. That caught me off guard. We are on solve 94. Wait, whoa. Boom. I was on the wrong scene the whole time. That's not good. I almost average of 100. That transition into the first F12 was good. I have 11 subscribers. Can I do a live stream? You could, but I think the main focus early on is to do videos, because you don't get discovered from live streams. You get discovered from videos. And the main way to grow an audience is to make videos starting out and then go into streams afterwards, I think. You can, but I don't know if you should. It's up to you actually. Streaming can be a fun way to like de-stress. But in terms of like getting viewers on the stream, might be difficult starting out. Ooh. Two solves away from the 100. Come on. This isn't good. I'll do a live stream. Can you watch me? It depends what you're doing. Although, as I've said, I think your main focus right now should be on content and not streams. But it's up to you. And a G perm to finish the average. Average reveal. In 3, 2, 1. 1564. Yeah. That is somewhat sad. But yeah, I don't know what to say about that. Yeah, that's actually somewhat disappointing. It's very meh. A very meh average of 100. With a cube that isn't really meh. Cube's solid. The Pro Shop logo, it looks really nice. It feels nice. I feel like I fell off towards the end. This cube, the magnets, with the core magnets, I'm not used to them. I like something a bit softer. Oh, this cube feels really good. But yeah, 15 64. A very meh average. One thing I need to do is I need to learn that final GPAM. And then I also need to use more inspection time. Because what I noticed in that CS timer session was that I wasn't inspecting a lot. And I probably should. But it was decent. Do I do more solves? I feel like I've got pretty tired now. I feel like I've hit my physical limit for today. Yeah. It was a decent average. Not mind-blowing. The cube, again, not mind-blowing. But it's decent. I used 5 seconds of inspection. You should probably use a bit more than that. But yeah, let's talk about my thoughts on this cube. The cube is very safe. And by safe, I mean that a lot of people will likely find this cube okay. Given that it's not too fast, it's not too slow, it's controllable, and it's like decent. It's basically just a silicon setup. But it's a good silicon setup. But I think if you have silicon lubes at home, you can probably replicate this Pro Shop setup fairly easily. If you have a silicon and like a speed lube. And all you need to do is add the silicon to the core and the pieces. And then the speed lube to the pieces as well. And then break all that in. And you can get a decent silicon setup. I think the Pro Shop is mainly for people who either A, don't have any lubes, or B, don't want to spend time setting up their cubes. But personally, I probably wouldn't get the Pro Shop. I would get one of the cubes that are coming up this week. Because they're really good. So the Pro Shop is, yeah, it's basically just a safe silicon setup. But if you want to go for something like the Angstrom, the Mystic, the Max Celeritas, I would tune in for the later this week, those cubes, because they're actually really good. No spoilers, but I've heard good things about them. And so I would say wait and maybe check out some of those cubes that are coming up. But other than that, that was the Pro Shop cube. Not mind-blowing, just very basic, very simple. But tomorrow is Celeritas. Oh no, wait. Can I say that? Yeah. Tomorrow is the Bleep cube. For the people watching on video. Tune in for that. More will probably come in for that video. But other than that, that was the Pro Shop cube. Got a pretty meh average. Feels very simple. Like it just feels lubed. Like it's good, but not like amazing. And that's my honest opinion on the Celeritas cube. So I look forward to the future cubes. Until then, I think I'm going to wrap up the stream there. It's been 1 hour 39 minutes. So we're hitting that like long stream territory. But yeah, that was the Pro Shop cube. Very nice. But I think I'm going to have a better time with the cubes coming up later this week. So yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. I will wrap up the stream there. Bye.